What's up everyone, Crypto Underground is back with an update video on Bitcoin. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and why I believe that this upcoming week will be extremely bullish for the crypto market, and also we're going to cover some of the newest hyped upcoming cryptos like Bitcoin Hyper and of course also HyperSui and BasePerp, because we have a big trend around those new perpetual DEXs that are basically already out and some of them are upcoming. So we have Ether, we have Hyperliquid, and now we have also new ones coming out on Sui and also on Base, which is of course the blockchain of Coinbase. So we're gonna have a look into those new projects, guys, because I think that right now we have a great buy opportunity into all of those projects, and of course also into Bitcoin itself. If you want to trade the next upcoming moves here in the crypto space, you can do that on different exchanges, guys. I'm using different exchanges that you can see here in the video description. I always use different exchanges because like that I'm always secured that nothing will happen with my cryptos, because even if in one account somehow my account got frozen or whatever for whatever reason, I have always splitted my money into different exchanges and don't always use just one exchange. That's why also for security reasons, guys, always use different exchanges. All sign-up links to get the maximum sign-up bonus and deposit bonus are here in the video description to the best crypto exchanges out there. Also, if you're interested in those new cryptos like Bitcoin Hyper, Best Wallet, BasePerp, HyperSui and so on, you can check them out with the links in the video description. And of course, remember guys that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you my own opinions, my own market analysis here in the crypto space. And of course, always do your own research, since everything in this video is no financial advice. And also when it comes to Bitcoin, why I'm buying more Bitcoin, of course, that doesn't mean that you also have to following me, but I'm just sharing why currently in this upcoming week I'm buying more Bitcoin. So make sure to be subscribed to you guys, and of course join also my Rumble, X and Telegram group channel. All links are here in the video description as always, guys. And now for Bitcoin. On the daily time frame, you can see that we are seeing today a little breather. Just keep in mind, guys, that we closed the CME chart on Friday at $84,600. So most likely we're gonna reopen up on Monday on this price level here. If not, if we are above or below, then we're going to have a new CME gap. They often are getting filled immediately, sometimes later, but sometimes immediately. So just keep that in mind. And I think that even at $84,000, guys, we would have a great buy opportunity because of different reasons. And one of the main ones is, of course, because of the Bitcoin Rainbow indicator, which you can see here. We are basically right at this light blue one, which is the bottom basically of this indicator. And whenever we are at the dark blue, which is currently at 103K, or here at the light blue at $78,000. In the past, those were always the best buy opportunities for Bitcoin. Of course, no financial advice, guys, but based on this indicator, you can see that Bitcoin very often is bottoming out here at this blue line. Here, for example, in the last bigger crash that we had during this bull cycle, but also here in the bear market in 2022, we always bottomed out here basically at the dark blue or light blue area. Even during a bear market, whenever we came down to the dark blue or light blue, then we had a big bounce from it, even during a bear market. And of course, during a bull market, it acts as a very strong support here, the dark blue one or the light blue. This is like the last resort, or basically the best buy opportunity that we have. Even in the crash of 2020, you can see that from this red zone up here, where usually we should take profits, we crashed from the red zone in a few weeks down to the light blue one. And exactly here we bottomed out at $4,000. And afterwards, not only we had a big bounce, but of course here although we had the halving, we had the beginning of a bull market of 2020, and this lasted of course until here of 2021. And here, even if you are expecting a bear market, at least a big bounce, in my opinion, right here at around 80K should be incoming. And then of course the big question is, where are we going to? Because we have of course a lot of resistances in front of us here, 100K, here 126K and so on. If Bitcoin would go to new all-time highs, then of course we can enter here into the take profit zone, which is here the orange to red zone up here. That would be basically the buying, the sell zone, the take profit zone. But in this bull run, we never had that. We always got rejected here at the purple line, here even at the blue line. We never went up here in the take profit zone. So this is what it's different in this cycle. Instead of going up here, we went down to the buying zone. So that means right now it's good to buy and not to sell. If we would be up here, then okay, we can take some profits and prepare for the next bear market. But we never had that. And that's why this cycle is very different. And in my opinion, with the next big bounce, we're gonna see if Bitcoin returns into a bull run, and of course we can expect new all-time highs and insane levels, or if we just get here rejected somewhere and then slowly bleed out until we're going to reach here the potential cycle low of the next bear market, basically next year at around 60k, in my opinion. But if you think about it, here we are at 80k and the bear market low should be at 60k, so at the end it's not that really of a big difference, because we didn't have this euphoric phase where Bitcoin is trading up here and then crashing down to these levels. We never had that in this cycle. That's why I think it's not too bad, and I'm taking the risk here and buying more Bitcoin, guys, because we are again in this light blue zone, basically the max pain of every Bitcoin cycle. Doesn't matter if we are in a bear market or bull run. Usually this is where Bitcoin is bouncing, where we bottom out in the present, not in the future, but in the present right here. That's why I'm buying more cryptos, guys. If you want to do that as well, those are the exchanges where I'm buying cryptos: Bybit, KC, Maxi Global, and so on. Sign up there, deposit some stable coins, for example, or use it as a fiat gateway, and then get some cryptos, guys. Get some Bitcoin there. Of course, no financial advice, not at all. I'm just sharing you what I'm doing. And there, of course, you can buy in. Here, for example, no fees to be paid if you're doing spot trading. And of course, also Bybit is also one of the major exchanges, or Maxi Global and so on. There you can also trade the newest hyped coins like Bitcoin Hyper that is launching there as well. Remember, guys, Bitcoin Hyper is the most anticipated new crypto that everyone is currently jumping in. Ranked #1 everywhere. Bitcoin Hyper is a layer 2 built with Solana, put it on top of Bitcoin. Extremely hyped, almost 30 millions raised in the pre-sale phase. The price per token is currently 1.3 cents. We can buy in here right now with 41% staking rewards, or just buy Hyper without staking. Here I'm staking my coins because, as you can see, you get a lot of rewards, and then you have a nice big bag of coins once this one is dropping next year. The same is of course also with those new DEXs like HyperSui or BasePerp. Everywhere we can buy in joining the pre-sale. Also everywhere you can connect the wallet that is supported, like MetaMask, for example. In my case, I'm using MetaMask to basically buy into those tokens, and then I can use my cryptos like Ethereum, BNB, AVAX, and many others. Of course, credit card also allowed here if you want to buy the coins with credit card, but always make sure to connect the wallet, because like that, once we can claim the tokens, I will update you once this is the case. The coins will be transferred then into your wallet. Very important. So that's why, if you want to buy and invest into those tokens, there is also a bonus system here. If you spend at least $1,500, you get 12% on top of it. And there is no staking rewards here. Only once the project is going live, so once the DEX is live, you will be able to stake those coins as well. But until then, we can only buy the coins in the pre-sale phase before the big launch. So take advantage of that, guys. Links in the video description of those new coins. And of course, if you want to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos, use the exchanges that I'm also using. Those are the best ones here in the crypto space, at least in my opinion. So that's it for now, guys. I remain bullish. I think we are in a great buy opportunity. We have different indicators that are saying basically that it's good to buy right now. Even if you have a look into the Gaussian channel, let me quickly pull it out here on the weekly time frame. Let me see if the indicator is working here, because we should get here the Gaussian channels here. So you can see that also here we are bottoming out currently, perfectly at the bottom of the Gaussian channel. So even if we get a bounce here to the top, you can see that this is a pump towards $105,000. Even if you're expecting that we are in a bear market, at least here a bounce is, in my opinion, very likely incoming. And the Gaussian channel is currently, of course, a bearish sign. I mean, it is still green, but whenever we go into the Gaussian channel on the weekly, so far we never have seen that. This is of course a big warning sign, because here although you can see every time that we were above, we were basically in a bull run, and as soon as we dumped down to the bottom of the Gaussian channel and then we had a strong bounce again, then this signaled basically the beginning of the bear market. And that's why this is something that we also should keep an eye on. If we would see weekly closes back above 105k, then I would be bullish again. But until then, I remain very cautious here. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, be subscribed, and make sure to be joining our crypto family and our crypto journey together here on this channel. So be subscribed. Thank you, guys, and see you all in the next one. Bye for now.